Hi. Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Care Bear Bird of Cards. Welcome to Coffee and Cards. I'm considering throwing chaos in the title. Coffee, chaos, and cards. I hope y'all are having a great, is it already Thursday? No way. No way is it already Thursday. Wow. Hey, Chloe. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Oh my goodness. All right. So I did look ahead of time for the first lover today. And I believe that was Tina. Tina's comment was the comment that I saw first. So that's what we're just going to roll with. And she says, hi again, y'all. Y'all. Y'all is a fun word, right? Okay, so while I keep you on stage, I can't see me at all or what I'm doing. Oh gosh, Mr. Predicto has been moved. Ooh, oh, yeah. All right, y'all, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna hide you off stage, Tina, so I can see my screen. Oh wait, you're still there. Okay, awesome. I'm an idiot sometimes. All right, let me find Mr. Predicto. He has been moved by two little 3-year-olds. Okay, just one moment. I can't find him. Yeah, they've hit him good. Oh my Lord. So we're just gonna have to go off the cuff here. Yes, I'm not drinking coffee today. My stomach. All right. So I have these angel cards that may or may not give you a yes answer or a no answer, Tina. So, think about the situation. Is it going to happen? Is it not? Like let's look at the energy of whatever your question is, and I'll start shuffling. Give you time to put that out there through the universe here through to my cards. Let's ring this awful bell. Okay. An answer, spirit guidance, or an answer to Tina's question, please. No reversals. I'm not reading reversals, spirit. All right. Let's not make it overly complicated. It's like, oh, it was a yes, but it was in reverse. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay, Tina, we're going to see what comes out for you here. What is this answer? You know, our angels could be trying to talk to us right now too, because I reached for my angel deck. Maybe it's time to like thank our angels for all that they do for us. And maybe it's time to let them know that you need help with something. And when I say you, it can be a collective, okay? I'm not just saying it's Tina. I can feel that. I've been calling on it myself. Double A Michael. Double A Michael. Double A. Yeah, just made him a quadruple A. All right. Spirit, I guess I'm going to have to cut the deck. Alrighty. I'm not going to flip answers on this. Okay, so, wow, this is really positive. Success. Whatever this is, it's going to be successful, okay? And with success, you know, sometimes the road there, not everything goes exactly according to plan. So maybe sometimes it can feel like something isn't successful, but you will get there. You will get there, okay? Just have faith. But there might be something you need to reconsider to get that success, okay? And I think that's been coming out a lot lately, you know, that reconsidering, evaluating, analyzing. That's the things I feel like have been coming out a lot. With the sixth house has been coming out a lot. Six Virgo, yeah, service. You know, things, something in your routine, your work, something that you're doing. There's something you need to reconsider to have more success. So, thank you for being here, Tina. I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, y'all know what something on my to-do list is today is to find Mr. Predicto. Oh, please be in one piece, Mr. Predicto. Don't be. Oh, I hope he's okay. Hi, Josh. Hi, I'm sorry I missed Good Dawning this morning. I'm so sorry. It's just been one of those mornings for me. But do know that I was thinking about you and all of y'all there. You were on my mind. Oh, it's on my mind. Just heard that song in my head. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? Millie Grand Rising, episode 33. Ah, yeah. And I was doing that all ago. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go back and add a title later. We're gonna do this in flow with what feels good. Because yesterday was a little intense. So I feel like Spirit wants us to lighten it up a little bit today. And then tomorrow we are going to not only, I like to focus on self-love on Fridays, the day of Venus. And but I want to bring in the ancestral thing into the self-love because I feel like it's something that our ancestors are teaching us to love and feel comfortable with about ourselves, to stand back in our power about something, to be brave about something. It's about stepping outside of that comfort zone. And it's something that requires belief, faith, and a lot of self-love. So yeah. I love that, Millie. Thank you. Grace, hi. How are you? Grace. Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound. Oh, thank y'all so much for being here. It is a bright, sunny day here in the Carolinas. I tell ya, the sun is be right. Hi, Hershey. Hershey, the shadow reader. Hi, how are you? Y'all, please sub up to everybody's channels. Maureen, hi, how are you? And Suki, how are you? Oh, did the bell scare you? I know. There's no telling around here. Sorry. I've had that happen to me before too. Like you weren't expecting a certain sound or something, you know. Yeah, it happens. Uh, maybe there's going to be something that's surprising today. And it doesn't have to be bad. It could just be like, oh, wow, I just saw something really weird. That's surprising. Hi, Viviani. Hi, how are you? And if y'all don't know Viviani, please get to know her. She's amazing. She does Akashic record readings. Um, all kinds, but that's her main focus, what she's most known for. So please check her out. Her readings are wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Sandy, hi. Hey, Sandy. So good to see you always. Victor, hi. Hi. I did like tap into some of the meditation and then but I was running around doing my mom stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna sit back down if there's anybody here. Oh, hi, Lulu. Hi, how are you? Iron Fire. Oh, Michelle. Okay, see, I'm glad I scrolled up real quick to catch anyone else that I'm not seeing. Okay, all right, let's go to the bottom. Hopefully I can keep up. I'm doubtful. So weird. I accidentally hit okay, here. I'm hoping this will scroll so I can, look up and see them go live. Viviani and John are live in just over 30 minutes from now. Oh, yeah. Y'all are wonderful together. You've got a good team thing going on there. And Viviani, help keep everything straight for John, too, because the chat moves fast. She's pulling double duty. uh, what? Oh, you ate an entire donut. Well, you know what? You needed that donut. You needed that donut. Oh, you're listening to 50s music to calm you? Oh, that's nice. There's like a lot of harmonics and stuff, in the 50s. The sweeter, kind of like a lot of innocent feeling to the music. That's not, this was something else that I'm working on. A song I'm learning. A song that I'm learning. Okay, that's for tomorrow. Ooh, I saw this. I took a screenshot, then I printed it out. I don't, his name. I struggle every time, and I question myself. The Eckhart Tolle, I think that's right. Eckhart Tolle. Um, I saw this quote and I liked it. When you feel confused or burdened by problems, focus on this instant and ask yourself, what problem do I have right now? You will find that there is no problem now. A challenge that requires action, possibly, but not a problem. And that's reframing our thoughts. Example of reframing our thoughts. Reframing how we word things, how we label things. Because labels have meanings, right? So, yeah, it's about being more mindful of how we see things, how we hear things. Yes, I love Eckhart Tolle too. All of his, it brings you right back to being present. You've got powdered sugar all over your shirt. Y'all should see some of this stuff I get all over me with the girls. It's hilarious. I'm like, yogurt, what's that? Like, all right. So I wanted to do something fun because there's a little thing called Father's Day here in the States coming up, I believe, this Sunday. You know, this could be a day that's really happy for some and some that can be troubling for, right? There's all kinds of feelings that can come up on Father's Day, just like on Mother's Day. So I thought we'll just have a little bit of fun, okay? And I saw this article and it really made me laugh. And they put together a list of the 5 worst fathers in the animal kingdom. And I thought that this could be fun. Yeah, okay, you know it because everything on Amazon says it arrives before Father's Day, right? Yes. Uh, okay, so this is funny. In addition to getting your dad a card or a new tie this Father's Day, be sure to thank him for not trying to eat you when you were young. Devouring babies may sound savage and strange, but when it comes to certain species, kids becoming a meal for their fathers is just par for the course. That's that animal instinct is real, right? The instincts. It's yeah, it's very just instinctually who they are. Number 1, sorry, Leos, it's lions. Oh, I'm not saying Leos are bad dads. Okay, that's the zodiac. All right, this is the actual animal. Okay, the male one, obviously. Hey, Mo. You may already know that a male lion that recently became head of his pride, oh Lord, will usually kill all the cubs sired by the previous leader. But while that makes lions terrible stepdads, oh wait, here we go. It doesn't make them terrible fathers. They're just bad stepdads. I'm sorry, y'all. That was kind of funny. I like that. What makes lions bad dads is a combination of greed and laziness. Yeah, yeah. Papa lions spend most of their day lying in the shade, waiting for one of their mates, the female, to bring home dinner. Wow. It sounds, wow, I've heard this story before in our world, right? Hey, yeah, you know, that's funny when you said I was listening to 1950s music. Like, you know, the home ec books from the 1950s have them a drink ready as they come home. Things like that. I need to dig up one of those books and bring it on here one day so we can just laugh at some of the stuff, how ridiculous and see some progress that has been made. But you know, but that's not all the way around the world. There's much more to be made there. But it's eye-opening to look back and see that that was an acceptable textbook. It's eye-opening, right? Yeah, so they just wait around on the female to do all the work, the hunting, the gathering, bring it back, you know. And then the female, yeah, she does the majority of the hunting and pretty much all of the parenting. So, so what makes him a good dad? Wait, tell me. The male's job, okay, here it is, to protect his territory from other prides and scavengers like hyenas. So he has to save all of his energy all day, charge in the sun, be fed, so he can save his energy to protect everybody. Otherwise, somebody else is going to eat his kids. I'm sorry. Anybody coming in here, please know we're not talking about actual people. We're talking about animals, okay? Is not okay to eat anybody. Oh my goodness, this is funny. Yeah. Once the mama brings home her kill, the male lion is always the first one to eat. No. And he often leaves only scraps. How rude. How rude for the rest of the pride, including any of his recently weaned children. Um, doesn't make them terrible fathers. I mean, really, like, I guess, they'll fight. They'll just fight, die fighting. I don't know. Yeah, Karen Suki. Yeah, he eats his fill while they all wait. Mm. And then, ironically, mama bears are fiercely protective, but daddy bears made this list too. And I'm sure it's for some of the same reasons, about the protection. And yeah, these stereotypes are actually things that are ingrainedly just it's part of how their whole the hierarchy, everything around them. I mean, they have their own hierarchy and it's instinctual. That's wild. It's so don't mess with a grizzly. We all know that. Lord, don't do it. It's rare for any animal kingdom father to eat his own young when he isn't desperate for food. But the male grizzly bear. Can y'all hear me? My beat just died. I just took it out. So hopefully y'all can hear me. Just give me a thumbs up. I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to happen so quickly. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, so, but the male grizzly bear, yeah, he will do just that. These creatures are extremely protective of their territories. I figured that. Which can range all the way up to 1,500 miles. 1,500 miles? That's insanity. Okay. They are opportunistic hunters, willing to kill and eat anything that happens to enter their home turf, even cubs, whether they've sired them or not. So it doesn't even matter if it's their own. Sorry, hold on. My throat chakra, hold on. A little throat tickle. All right. Males may also kill cubs to force their mother to go into, oh, this is a new term for me. Okay, estrus. Okay, I guess that's just so she could, maybe it's some like hormonal thing like estrogen or something. I don't know. So he can breed with her. So that's what I'm thinking is maybe estrogen or something like that. Anyways, wow. Kill the cubs just to force her to emit a hormone so they can do it. Wow, that's savage. That's desperate. I can't. Ooh, I want it now. Heat in layman terms. Okay, thank you. Your dog is an estrus. Oh, bless. Oh no. Shared who's that? Hershey says, I've seen bulls do it too. Heifers, even if they just birthed. Oh, wow. Wow. Woo. First heats, the heat is on. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, like, the song that can't, like, I didn't mean for my thing, like, this is how ADD I am, by the way. This was like 20 minutes ago, I think, when I was telling y'all about this. The song, like, I just, like, had my beat in my ear and I just tapped it and it started playing a song out of my iTunes that I didn't have up. And y'all are gonna laugh. Is AC/DC. The one was like, shook me all night long. And I'm just like, the earth was shaking and quaking. I'm like, oh dear Lord. Okay. Either, there can be a little spicy exchange, or we've got some things that are coming to be shook up. Hopefully for the good, right? For the greater good. A largemouth bass is next on the list. We go more aquatic, I believe, after this, okay? There are a lot of bad aquatic fathers. Sorry, water elements. Except that the seahorsemen, though, they have it going on. Yes. In fact, even those that are highly protective of their spawn, like the male bass, are still prone to eating their own children. In the case of the bass, this occurs after most of the newborns have swum away and a few stragglers remain. Suddenly, daddy stops protecting his kids, I mean, that bit of swimming away, like, how long was that? Like, the seahorse can't swim very well. Oh, I'm laughing. This is good. This is good. See, we needed something more, like, lighthearted and just fun today. But like, what? Like, did it take them, like, 2 seconds? He's like, wait, hold on. Oh God, I'm so tired. Like, I'm so tired of waiting. Like, okay, that's enough. All right. The time, get a little snack here, I guess, so he can move on to his next thing. I don't know. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so all of a sudden daddy stops protecting his kids from the predators and becomes a predator himself, swallowing up all of the stragglers as a reward to himself for helping the strong ones stay alive, as a reward for himself. I can't. Moving on, the sand goby, whatever the heck this thing is, okay? I mean, this is in black and white, and it just looks like a blob on the bottom of the ocean floor, or wherever it is, okay? It just looks like a little striped, little fish-looking blob. I don't know what that is. Okay, so the male sand goby is relentless about guarding his eggs from predators, but wait for it. But even if he has plenty of extra food available, sounds like gluttony, he will still eat about a third of his brood. Research into how he decides which eggs to keep and which to eat. You can't make the words up that are about to come out of my mouth, okay? Like, it reveals that size matters. Size matters, okay? Male gobies tend to eat the largest eggs. In many species, ego much? In many species, large babies mean a higher chance for survival, and thus they are the most protected members of the family. But the sand goby knows that the largest eggs, oh gosh, it's because they're impatient. They take the longest to hatch. It's impatience. This feels very fiery, even though it's underwater. Maybe it's a scorpionic. Maybe the sand goby would be a Scorpio.
knows that the largest eggs take the longest to hatch. So they pop snacks on the eggs that would take the longest to develop. So we can get out of there and back to mating as soon as possible. Definitely a Scorpio. Scorpios are very passionate. They like their sexy time. Most. All right. And finally, this won't surprise you with a name like this, the assassin bug. You'd hardly expect this insect to be sweet, but filial cannibalism is still pretty gruesome. The male assassin bug is tasked with protecting his eggs until they hatch. His tactic mostly involves eating the eggs on the outside edges of the brood, which are otherwise most likely to fall victim to parasitic wasps. So I'm like, oh, well, you know, they were going to go anyways. This defensive strategy is so hardwired that the bugs do it even in laboratory settings, completely devoid of any potential parasites. It's ingrained in their DNA. Right? That's crazy. And that reminds me of something too, is like that I was reading about how we're even like born, you know, we're bringing like karma, this DNA, things that aren't even ours. Oh my gosh, my candle just blew out. That's interesting. What did I do with the lighter? Okay, all right. So no candle. All right. There's no candle on that. That's interesting. The spirit didn't think too greatly of that either. I don't know. Just kidding. So let me get back to, let me focus on this. That was kind of crazy. Scientists believe this is because eating the eggs doesn't only protect the insects against possible parasites, but also provides the male assassin bug with ample nutrients when his guard duty leaves him unable to forage. So assassin bugs do have a bit of a soft spot. The males are some of the only insects that are willing to adopt broods from other fathers. They don't eat any extra eggs when their kids are adopted. But if it's their own, it's okay. That's kind of like totally opposite. That's so interesting. That's so fascinating, right? That is so fascinating. But just something, Maureen, take care. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's also like, you know, as women, me as a female, as a woman, you know, it's like I think about like sometimes just these stereotypes and everything that are so unfair. They feel so unfair. 11 and chat, then it hopped up to 12. That always happens to me, Millie. When I put in something, it doesn't ever changes. Moving on up. But I just always think, you know, there's things, you know, with male identity too, the stereotypes, and think about how, you know, taught to push feelings down, taught to, you know, be tough, taught like you're supposed to be a provider, you know, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do this, just like, you know, with women. And then, you know, when you're taught these things, it just builds up, and we've accepted this at some point from the beginning of time, right? That had to shift. I know, I saw that. I'm glad you said that, Lindsay. Yeah, we'll send a little prayer, or like maybe a little quiet time for the flight that just went down today in India. 240 something people. It's the year of major plane stuff, huh? Feels like it more than normal. But, you know, it's like these things, like their status, reputation, public image, the idea of masculinity and fathers and what a father should do and how he should be. And then we as women get frustrated, you know, to get these feelings out sometimes. Or why is it, you know, like it's just the sort of the same things that we've been brought up to think and feel. And these are the lies that we are tearing down. I love the masculines in our community. I thank each and every one of y'all just as much as all my feminines. Y'all know I love you. But I just think it's time sometimes, especially in our spiritual community, the masculine, it doesn't get as much, you know, like sometimes with women. And I just wanted to kind of give you some props today. And I admire your vulnerability to be here in our community, to show kindness, to know that your self-worth, what's important about your self-worth, what we're all learning right now, is to see the treasure inside of ourselves first before it can manifest on the outside. And please know that you are worthy. You're not any less. You're not any less. It's coming. It's coming, okay? And I just wanted to, hi Josh, yes, and you are definitely right at, like, probably one of my, you know, top, you know, I think it's like you and Victor and Scotty, and then we have Sandy in here, and oh my gosh, there's so many, Clint, so many, I'm forgetting some right now, and you're looking at PG, I mean, so many, y'all know who you are. Didn't say your name, please don't think that I don't appreciate you. So let's just yeah, I wanted to kind of keep it light and sweet today. Well, in my kind of weird way. With humor. Let's kind of see what it was Father's Day, you know? Father's Day. And you know, it's a day we have fathers. We may be a father. Let's see. Let's get some messages from Spirit for Father's Day. I'm using my first tarot deck ever. Oh, wait, the card is backwards. Sometimes they flip back over. All right. And it is very well seasoned. Very well seasoned. It's the Gilded Tarot. Ooh. That's masculine. Sorry, there's a glare. Here we go. Oh, he kind of looks like he's like... He kind of has a... It's an interesting look in his face, huh? He's looking at what... He's looking at his wand. I didn't need to say it like that, but yeah, it came out right. Okay, let's shuffle. Like, gotta love the King of Wands. Fire. Leader. The Dads, too. And upright. you know, to be like a good coach. He's inspiring, does, a go-getter, a leader. Warm. Okay. Ooh, goodness. Okay, this is interesting. These came out. The Ace of Swords in the upright and the Six of Cups. I'm going to get an advice card. So the Ace of Swords here, oh gosh, they're big mad about something. We'll get through it though. They're okay. They're okay. They're just mad. I've been here long enough. I can tell. I can tell their cries. You can tell. You have to learn how to read cries after a while when they still don't know how to say everything, but they're saying plenty. Like when this morning was like, she started saying my name differently when she really wants me. She's like, Mama, Mama, or something. I can't do it right now. I'll remember later. It's so funny. Mama. The Ace of Swords. It's being unsheathed here. So something, it's a clarity, maybe a communication, and some type of reunion here with the Six of Cups, or maybe clarity about, you know, looking back at something here. Maybe you're in clarity and it's just a nostalgic feeling, but it is in the upright. Both are in the upright, so that's good. That's positive. But with the Ace of Swords, you know, it's double-sided. So it can be hard sometimes, but I think it brings a sense of relief with the Six of Cups because it's following the Ace of Swords. So air, water, a new opportunity, a divine opportunity here. It's golden. The sword is golden. I'll show them to you in just a minute. And there's a cat on the Six of Cups. That's so cool. And these two little children. And all these beautiful different flowers in the cups. Maybe there'll be some flowers that day. But there's some storm clouds. Maybe the weather could be a little iffy. I don't know. That's a random message. There's a bunny in here too. I see some children. Oh, here's Scotty. Is Scotty in here? You see this later. He's holding a frog. Oh, wait. Why is the Knight of Pentacles standing up on my desk? Why did that happen? Okay, I gotta put... All right. Was that... Okay. I gotta take that. All right. Okay. Okay, the advice here, it's pretty easy, okay? It's just to stay realistic, stay practical here with the Knight of Pentacles, because some things can be triggering with the Queen of Cups in the reverse here. Some things can be emotionally triggering. You know, maybe somebody like is like being manipulative some way with their emotions with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Maybe not talking to you or something. But with the Ace of Swords, there's some kind of breakthrough here. And I think too, with staying in the energy, that childlike energy of the Six of Cups, it's a generous energy here. Let me show you the Ace of Swords. This is the Ace of Swords. Okay. It's not even a hand. It's already been just unsheathed, and it's just like poised right there to be grabbed. Okay. But in my opinion, and I've heard this too, when the sword is down, when it's not up, maybe it's still to be told. It's still to be said. It's in the process. And the Six of Cups, it's funny. I was talking about Scorpio before. I said, oh, I'm going to call this Sangobia Scorpio, right? Was that it? That's, I believe, what, Sun and Scorpio, I believe. Six of Cups. So there could be some sweet feelings that day. But, you know, there could be some work too. Some things to just stay practical. You know, maybe have a some type of schedule, you know. And also though too, maybe there's something practical or helpful you can do for somebody else. That can bring, but it's also just being realistic and even a little bit reserved. You know, they don't want to cause a fuss, the Knight of Pentacles. They just want to be kind of helpful. Oh, y'all are funny. I'm just reading your comments. But with the Queen of Cups, something can be a little disappointing. Just please keep that in mind. Be mindful of your emotions. You know, because there is some type of cycle with the World in reverse in the bottom that's not completed here. Okay. So this is something that's coming back around. Obviously it's the past, right? It's something that hasn't been completed. And that's funny. That's Saturn on the bottom. And yeah, there could be some choice because this is the next card on the top. And that doesn't mean a romantic choice necessarily. Okay. But, yeah, it could have been, you know, some type of choice here. Let's get an oracle. Oh, this was something too that fell out while I noticed it on my kids take the cards out and I'll find them places, but taking this is something y'all are supposed to see. Okay. This is, instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. Okay. I reflect love. And the moon there, that's beautiful. Yes. So don't take on, you know, that fear, the shadows, the moon, you know, in the moon, a lot of those can be fears, right? Fears. Just reflect love, and that will help. Will help you out, and just stay grounded with that Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups in reverse. That is my strongest advice for all of us, because I'm in this collective. And with that, let's just keep rolling with this Work Your Light. You know, I really like this deck for this week. I feel like the world needs a lot of light right now, obviously. My girls are telling me, you know, I'm almost done, babies. Okay, almost done. They're arguing with each other. They're big mad. That's Becca. She's really loud. Becca Grace. She's my most tender one. Okay. Play. Sounded like a cat fight. Yeah, I mean, literally around here. Play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. 11th. What beautiful advice is that? Play, okay? Don't be so serious. I don't even have to, like, read the book on that. Trust your path is on the bottom. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay, so just play. You know, if you know, like, you can't take somebody so seriously, you know, like, you know, you could just accept that about them, but that doesn't mean that it has to, like, ruin your whole day, right? Just stay grounded, okay, in that. And this was the one on the bottom. Let's grab a few charms. This is a little loud. Sorry, I should have warned y'all before. I'm trying to, like, really reach around and dig up some stuff. So maybe some people are trying to dig up some things. That could be triggering. Just, you know, don't fall prey to it, okay? Yeah, a lot of houses going on. House to house here. House. So, you know, yeah, families, visiting houses here. Yeah, all of my kids are yelling Y-E-L. Lay. L-E-Y. Yell. Eli. Lie. But that's L-Y-E. Something needs to be cleaned because the L-Y-E is lie. Okay. Oh, there's an N here too. I just saw that. So yen. That's currency spelling. I love Scrabble, so just I can't help myself. Okay, I can't help myself. Lean. I'm thinking like lens, seeing a lens. Okay. All right. That's as far as that's going. Obviously, my noise in the background is affecting me. Yeah. So you might feel like people are aiming some shots at you here. You know, like a flamethrower, like you might really want to give them the boot here. Maybe they have smelly feet too. It doesn't look like a smelly foot. Somebody's smelly feet. Yin is the male energy, right? Yes, yes. That's what I was thinking too. So even like if it spelled like, yeah, I was thinking of yin too. And people might expect you to like, fix stuff for them. Sew in a button. I don't know. Maybe you just want to button things up and go. This could be grounding too. You like walk barefoot outside of these houses. And then adventuring could be, I think this is adventuring, could be a good stone to have. And that's green, but that's the heart chakra. And the button was green too. So yeah, maybe like working your heart chakra and definitely the root chakra, those lower chakras here. To, with the advice being the Knight of Pentacles, that's very rooted, that's very grounded, and just practical. Not, showing anything that's upsetting you. All right. Yeah, I don't think I need to pull a quote or anything. I think I need to go get these girls because Becca, she's big mad at me right now. She's screaming at me like a wildcat. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I love y'all. If I miss saying hi to anybody, I apologize. Please do make sure to like, leave me some emojis in the comments. Leave me your favorite emojis in the comments. Let's make the comments look fun today and silly. Which was your favorite bad dad? Oh, hey, Audra. Yeah, it was a hoot. The 5 worst dads in the animal kingdom. All right. I gotta go. All right. Love y'all. Mean it. Bye-bye. Mwah.